Is there some way that we can move out of suffering? Yes.
Tell me, Gurudev.
That is what
Gurudev, do you suffer?
I am bliss. I would say mindfulness is just a byproduct of meditation. When you meditate and you relax, when you wake up, you're naturally mindful. Love plus wisdom leads you to bliss. Plus ignorance leads you to a different type of misery.
To have Dr. Arthur Brooks with us this evening. Dr. Arthur Brooks is a Harvard professor, a social scientist, a New York Times best-selling author, known for his work on the science of happiness, leadership, and well-being. Welcoming to the stage, Dr. Arthur Brooks.
And thank you for giving me an opportunity to introduce one of the great thinkers in happiness of our time, Gurudev. I teach the science of happiness. I teach it at Harvard University. People say, what a strange thing to teach. Why would we need a class on happiness? And the answer is because we all want to be happier. Isn't it a funny thing that the thing that we most want, be happier people, is the exact thing that we can't buy any place? I, as a scientist, am looking for people that I can talk to who have not just an understanding of science, but have an understanding of the divine itself. And that's our guest tonight, the great Gurudev, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. Join me. I want to start off with an area where you've been a real world pioneer. We saw films before about people practicing the sky meditation that you pioneered. Many of our practitioners are here, as a matter of fact. Let's talk a little bit about meditation itself. You talk about it in a way that's quite different than many Westerners. Many Westerners meditate as an exercise to quiet the mind, quite frankly, to feel better. But it's a lot more than that. How should we, here at Washington, D.C., the center of political power of the world, sadly, how should we understand meditation and begin our practice?
I would say three things important here. One is just 10 minutes, say, I want nothing. And I do nothing. And a little more difficult appears to be, but not really. I am nothing. Transcending all the identities we hold on to. Giving up all that we are feverish about. And then let things happen to you. To let be. Just for a little while.
Why is it so hard to let go, Gurudev?
I find the other way. It's so hard to hold on to things. Everything is anyway slipping out of your hands. Right? You can't hold on to time. Time is passing so fast. You can't hold on to a situation around you. Can you hold on to any situation? You have no control over situations around.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about now, not just meditation, but the religious faith that many of us practice. Transcending through religious faith is an important discipline for a lot of people. You're a Hindu. I'm a Catholic. We're both very serious about our faith. And of course, you've written a book, a very important book that I recommend to all of you about the similarities between Hinduism and Christianity, looking for the relationship with the divine one, our relationship with God, our oneness, ultimately, with the divine. One of the best ways to self-transcend for many is to practice a religion. How does religion work when we practice it correctly?
So the very core of every religion, I see, is spirituality. The values, the symbols and practices are secondary. That seeing unity in diversity and in the oneness, honoring it, I think is the most important thing of any religion. If we just get this right, there will be no more conflict of religions in the world.
What is the biggest mistake that we make when we practice religion?
We think we only have the key to the heaven and nobody else. And then we say, I have the key to the heaven, this is the only way. And you think everyone else, and you create hell for everyone else. That's the problem.
Gurudev, I talked about the idols that we serve. We all serve idols. And this is an ancient idea from the Vedantas, but also from Christian thinkers, that we can serve God or we can serve idols. And when we're not serving God, we're serving idols. So the idols generally come in basic categories: money, power, pleasure, honor. How do we rise above those things?
Maturity in life. You don't try to give up cotton candy. You just grow up. And then they drop out of you.
I still eat cotton candy.
Right?
But it takes a long time, and it's hard because I know a lot of old people who are still really attached to their idols.
No, now young people, you look at the Gen Z, they are so environmentally conscious and they are not craving for Rolls Royce or having many Tesla cars with them. They want to really look for environment. They want to see more pleasant world, a world free from conflicts, and environmentally conscious young people.
It is.
They are not so consumeristic in nature.
Do you think that younger people have a greater degree of enlightenment about idols than older people?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Has that always been so, or is this new generation?
I think this comes as a wave in society. You remember in the 60s, the hippies movement had come. That was a sort of rebelling against all the traditional practices, and they wanted to seek for something. They went to drugs and this and that. Finally, they landed in meditation, and they found that is much better. That's how the Tia movement took off in this country. So I think people get bored of things at some point of time. With all these idols, they get bored. And that boredom is a good sign of growth, I tell you. If you're not growing, you won't even get bored. If you're not intelligent, you won't get bored. So boredom, blessed are those who are bored. Because they are quite intelligent, quite smart.
But so the problem with the idols is that they're boring.
I wish boredom is not the end of life. They should go beyond the boredom.
Right.
Transcend boredom. And that's where the spirituality begins. Real juice in life begins when you start sharing. And when you got over this feeling, me, I, me, myself, to what I can do for everybody.
Are we all destined for love?
Love is your origin, your existence, and your goal. Nothing can exist without love. So, when you think about this as a destiny, you don't see it now, right now, here. You are postponing love for some future date. But I'm saying you are now love as you are. And however you are, you cannot be away from love. Like you cannot be away from space. Whether you rise or fall, or roll or run, you are in space, right? In the same way, you are love.